Greetings, all. I am StrawhatOtakuDrew, and it's been a minute, but here I am. And today, we've got a lot to go through because when there wasn't an episode last time, now we've got 3 episodes to go through 1089, 1090, 1091. Fortunately, no recaps this time. It's all new, actual episodes. And on top of that, the main event, chapter 1104. So, with all this to go through, I think we ought to just dive in. So let's load it up. Ooh, new opening. Cool. No clues. We should just find it. Yes. Dragon looks like he ate something disgusting. Dragon still looks like he ate something disgusting. Whoa, here it comes. No, they're not, but Eam is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You guys didn't trace any calls. You guys didn't eavesdrop on anything. Kingdom of Lucia. There was no such country in the first place. Oh, wow. Y'all fucked. Damn. Mm. Okay, that was so much better in the anime. That was so much better in the anime. Wow. A new eye catch too. Cool. 2 new eye catches. Damn. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Sanji and Zoro being Sanji and Zoro. Yeah. That's the question. Shit. It's an afro. Sanji's lady sense is tingling. Zoro and Sanji still Zoro and Sanji. Itori. Shit. Hey, hold on. Glutton Jewelry Bonnie. Worst generation. Bounty 320 million berries. Shite. Oh, new ending too. I'm liking this already. Oh boy. New Island, Future Island Egghead. All right. Well, that was a good episode. So much with that one. That, I mean, seeing Sabo get back in touch with the Revolutionary Army. Let's see. So, episode 1089. We've got Sabo getting back in touch with the Revolutionary Army and explaining that he is not the one who murdered Cobra. And before he could tell them about Eam, we see the destruction of Dedusia. And I just have to say, the destruction of Dedusia on the anime was so much better than it was in the manga. In the manga, it was cool, but on the anime, you really could get a sense of the level of devastation. I mean, you got to see it up close with the individual beams hitting and just laying waste to everything. That just damn. And we also went ahead and got to see the hole that was left in the ocean where Laodicea used to be. Then we're back to the Straw Hats. And they're still talking about Luffy's true dream. Chopper loves it. Frankie just, well, you got to be Pirate King to do that. Robin, all we need is the last road poneglyph to get the laugh tail, right? Well, finding the last road poneglyph isn't going to be that easy because nobody else has found that one in all this time. I can't be that bad. Let's just do it. Yeah. Then all hell breaks loose with the weather. The floating ball of water. Bonnie, my girl. I've just got to say, the animation was beautiful on this episode. Some of the episodes throughout Wano got into some really wonky animation, especially in the fights. It just looked weird. Things moved weird. But on here, not only was it not wonky or weird or anything, but it was the cleanest animation I have seen on One Piece in quite a while. New opening, which I enjoyed. But even more than the new opening, I love the new ending. That it was a good song that I really liked, but even more than the song itself, the animation sequence to it, I love the way it cut back through everything with all of the characters, all of their big moments and everything. That I love this new ending sequence. So yeah, all in all, this was a really good episode. I can't wait to see the rest of Egghead in animation. Hopefully, they can maintain this level of quality. All right. I'm going to step back to my fridge there and grab a drink real quick. My throat's kind of dry. Okay. So, yeah. Loving the Egghead arc anime thus far. And because I'm loving it, let's not waste time. let's go ahead and go on to episode 1090. A new island, future island Egghead. Yeah, I think I'd lose my shit too if I saw that in the water under my boat. You think? Could it burst? Nope. That that ship has sailed. More like that ship was swallowed. Yeah, all three of them are devil fruit users. So don't be expecting any answer anytime soon. Not while you're in the water. Okay. All right. Shit. Shit. Exactly what you think it was. No. Yeah, about that. Yeah, Home Depot is annoying. I agree with you. Yeah. Hmm. There- right? 8 year ship. Ooh, damn. Oh, Luffy's always hungry. That's nothing new. Find a restaurant. Fuck. Brimming with the future, an adventure on the island of science. Oh, well, so episode 1090. The animation quality is still consistent. I take issue a bit with the way they sexualized Bonnie on that one. I mean, her topless scene was understated in the manga, but here they really blew it out of proportion. And knowing what we now know about her from the manga, yeah, no, no. So that I did not like. But the rest of the episode, really good. I mean, getting to see the Vega, what was the Vega Force? I think I don't remember off the top of my head. Knock out the shark, save the Sunny and everybody on there. Starting to get the lore on Vegapunk just a little bit. Drip feeding it to us, along with Bonnie being connected to Vegapunk. So, good episode with that one little mark against it. Not sure yet what I think of these little Chopper and Robin bits at the ends of the episodes. I mean, that's a good 2 or 3 minutes that could be used for the actual story. But at the same time, it's better than devoting an entire episode to recap shit every 3 to 5 episodes. So if I had to choose, I would rather have just a couple minutes at the end of each episode that recaps relevant information than be interrupted with an entire episode of recap every 3 to 5 episodes. So I guess I can tolerate this. And it is nice to see the information recontextualized, especially for information that we haven't seen in quite a while, like the information about Bonnie from Bonnie from Shabondi Archipelago. So I'm okay with this so far. Um, really not much else to say about that episode. I mean, we're diving straight into Egghead here, which somehow I didn't think we would. I figured the way they wanted to add so much AO shit in Wano with umpteen recaps and like 6 episodes after the defeat of Kaido that shouldn't even have been there, with all sorts of stuff that wasn't in the manga, with all that added shit. Then I figured they would add shit here and we would see some extended version of the shit that went down at Marijois. Of course, we have yet to see all of the shit from Marijois. We haven't seen the whole thing with Cobra and Eam. We haven't seen how Sabo ended up on the run, being blamed for Cobra's murder. Wapple and Vivi. So there's a lot that did happen in the manga that we haven't seen. So with that in mind, they're gonna come back to it eventually. So they may embellish it at that point. But for now, like I said, we're heading right into Egghead here. So there's not really any extraneous shit going on at the moment. Only thing embellished was Bonnie's nudity, which, again, I really wish they hadn't. Inappropriate. But it is what it is. I don't work for Toei. All right. Well, I guess we'll go on to 1091. Moving with the Future, an adventure on the island of science. Frankie fanboying over Vegapunk. Yeah, Sanji being Sanji. Fucking broke. Super. Literally. Shit. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's just how they are. Luffy being Luffy. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, all three of them. Oh, good God. They share a brain. Did we die without realizing? Get up, I'm dead now. Hold on, hold on. You can't. Give me a real one. Oh shit. Really, Luffy? Luffy telling Bonnie, gee, you eat a lot. I want that machine. Yeah. I feel better. Yeah. Yeah, they're not listening. They don't care. They've got food. Oh, Luffy actually registered. Bonnie's lamentation. Darkness lurking on the future island. Well, that was a fun episode. That that was great. I love it. So everyone, or well, Luffy, Chopper, Jinbei, and Bonnie exploring Egghead, find the holograms, and figure out that they can't do anything with it. That for those three, that giant holographic sundae was the worst kind of torture. Then Atlas shows up. And the food machine. I want that machine. I want that machine. I love to cook, so I wouldn't use it all the time, but damn it, on my bad days when I'm hurting too much to stand around messing with cooking or any of that, I would love to have that machine. I just push a button and it gives me my meal. Yes, please. So, yeah. Um, There's really not a lot to say on that one. It was just fun. I was laughing my ass off through the whole of the episode. And again, the animation quality is still remaining consistent thus far. So I'm pleased with the arc at this point. Next episode preview seems that we're going to learn about Bonnie's connection to Kuma. 47 degrees, freezing my arse off. Poor little heater over there. And just isn't doing it. All right. So that is all of the anime for now. Meaning, time to get to what we really came here for. Chapter 1104. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, shit. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry in this chapter, aren't I? I'm going to cry. Well, I'm done watching, so I don't need the headphones anymore. Reader request. Sanji delivering a dessert to a newly engaged rat couple at a restaurant. Okay. I mean, that is kind of adorable. But the chapter. That punch. Kuma fucking hauled it off. He's ready. He's still in there somewhere. If there wasn't something of Kuma left, there wouldn't be these flashes as he's doing this. Oh, wow. So so Saturn actually activated the self-destruct after the revolutionaries took him. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Armament hockey, coated fist, caving in Saturn's face. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I think that son of a bitch felt that. Sent his ass flying. Yes, he did. He's trapped under the buildings. Huh? Good. Leave his ass there. Saturn is a historical atrocity. Okay, so Vegapunk didn't install the self-destruct. Good man. Where's Mugiwara? He disappeared before we could apprehend him. I don't want to make that report. Right? shit. Yeah. Okay, Frankie's radical beam just went right through Saturn. Oh, shit. Buster call has been activated. Wow. Dude. So, One Piece, chapter 1104. Thank you, Daddy. That was quite a chapter. I mean, we pick up right where we left off in the last chapter with Kuma hauling off to this massive punch right in Saturn's face. But as he's drawing back for it, we see that there has to be something of Kuma left inside of him, because he's flashing back through all of the pain that he's experienced because of Saturn. Now we learn that Saturn activated the self-destruct, but Vegapunk never installed it. And then the hit that I cannot wait to see animated. Fist covered in armament hockey just caves in the face of Jay Garcia Saturn. Yes. Thank you for this, Oda Sensei. And Saturn just goes flying, knocking down buildings and all sorts of shit. That's great. Everyone just so shocked. And then they realize Luffy's gone. And poor Bonnie here. I saw all of your memories. Mommy was such a wonderful person. You wrote me all of those letters after all. I was so happy to find out. Thank you, Daddy. Everyone calls you a tyrant, but I know my daddy is the kindest, most wonderful man in the entire world. And I'll never, ever forget it. Oh, wow. I called it. Oda Sensei, how many tears are there going to be? I'm going to run out. Saturn get back up. Go after Kuma. Regenerating first. I mean, that arm, when he holds his arm up, that arm is in bad shape. And he's healing it. And then he goes after Kuma. And Sanji is able to kick him away, deflect his attack. So clearly, even though Saturn is back on his feet, he has not reactivated whatever power immobilized everybody before. As soon as Kuma's hit landed, that immobilization ceased. Everyone could move again. And he has not reenacted that. So Sanji was able to step up and deflect that attack to protect Kuma and Bonnie. Frankie firing radical beam right through Saturn. Which I am really curious about. But then Kizaru steps up and attacks Frankie, which I never was fully on board with the Kizaru helping the Straw Hats idea. But here he is actively fighting against them still. I can't even say again because the only reason he stopped is because Luffy punched him in the brain. I think that's going to stop shit for a while. So, yeah, and as I said in my review of 1103, I never believed Kizaru was the one that gave Luffy the food. Ever since I did my reaction and review to 1103, I went and watched other people's reactions and reviews, and everyone talking about the ramen bowl is the same ramen bowl that Kizaru was using before. It's a ramen bowl. I doubt it's the only ramen bowl in the world that looks like that. It's not even a particularly fancy, ornate, unique ramen bowl. It's a bowl with ramen in it and a pair of chopsticks sticking out of it. I mean, it'd be one thing if it had a unique pattern and maybe had Kizaru on the side of it or something like that. But it doesn't. And then on top of that, at the front of the panel where Luffy is gorging himself on that food, you could see this kind of formless mass, wavy stuff right at the very edge of the panel, which looked exactly how Swamp in a Barrel looks in his swamp form. So all of this where people talking about, oh, Kizaru had to be the one to do it, and the ramen bowl is proof. No, even if it is the same ramen bowl, it doesn't mean it was Kizaru. Swamp in a Barrel could have quietly swamped himself onto the boat where Kizaru's ramen bowl was and grabbed that along with other food And it happened to be among the shit that he gave Luffy. It ain't rocket science. But Drew, why wasn't he affected by Saturn's power and immobilized? Because Saturn didn't notice the puddle of ooze and realize that it was a sentient being. Like I said last time, if Wapol can go unnoticed by all 5 of the Gorosei and Eam himself, as he eavesdrops in listening to Gorosei and Eam talking to Cobra, murdering Cobra, framing Sabo, Wapol hears all this shit without any of them realizing he was right the fuck there. Now, after that, tell me that, well, he would know if there was another person there, even if that person was in the form of a swamp. No. If he would know, then he would know Wapol was there, and him and his Gorosei buddies and the big boss, Eam, would have done something about Wapol at the same time as they were dealing with Cobra, because he learned the forbidden secret. So no, he wouldn't have known just because somebody was there. Swamp comes quietly oozing its way in. He ain't noticing that shit. He's focused on the shit that's going on. Focused on belittling Bonnie and talking shit to people. So, yeah. And clearly, his ability that immobilizes people has to be specifically focused onto a person for it to work. If it was just his presence, then it would have affected Kizaru and any of the Marines in his presence, which arguably it might have affected the one Marine whose head blew up. But head blowing up is a completely different effect than being immobilized. So I don't think that was the same power. So it just, no, he clearly, Saturn has to target somebody in order for that power to affect them, as evidenced by the fact that some people were not affected, and evidenced by the fact that as soon as he was hit, that power was interrupted. He lost his focus on that power. Because at first, when Kuma punched his ass halfway across the fucking island, it could have just been, oh, he was too far away for that power to affect anybody. But he came back. He is back. And people still are not affected by it. Sanji is able to jump up and kick Saturn's leg to keep it from hitting Kuma and Bonnie. Frankie is able to get up and fire Radical Beam through the middle of Saturn. So clearly, it requires Saturn to focus, Saturn to target specific people. And of course, if he is in order to target a specific person, he has to be aware of that person's presence. Ergo, Swamp in a Barrel could come ooze his way along up in there and not be noticed and thus not be affected by that ability. All of that, coupled with the fact that we see the oozing, undulating, wavy, formless yuck of the swamp at the very edge of the frame in that panel, there is no question. It was Swamp in a Barrel that gave Luffy the food. After this, is there really anybody now that still believes Kizaru did bring Luffy the food? Legitimately, is there anyone that truly believes that now? Kizaru has shown right here that he's still drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't like it. I guess I should have brought darker glasses to hide my eyes better, or whatever the fuck he said. And clearly, he is still listening to them. He's still obeying. So, and then we end with Buster Call being officially ordered on Egghead Island. And Saturn whining about all of these inconvenient people. Oh, poor baby. They're inconvenient for you. Wah, wah, wah. Kiss my ass. You know what? There's all sorts of people that are inconvenient for me, too. I don't go blow they shit up. Get over yourself. So, there we have it. One Piece manga chapter 1104. Really good chapter. Oda made me cry again. I think that's just the new normal now. Probably will be for the rest of the arc. And I don't see that letting up in Elbaf either, since we're probably going to end up with the reunion between Robin and Saul and just all sorts of shit. Anyways, so news. I've got all those video scripts still lined up, and I've still got 3 videos that need editing. And still no functional video editor. It's starting to piss me off. I can't get my existing editor to work. I've downloaded 4 different editing softwares. Can't get any of those to even load. The one that I had before, I can get it to load, but I can't get it to work. every new one I've tried to download, I can find it in my files. I can install it, but I can't get it to actually open the damn software. So I don't know what's going on. I need an editor. I need a person editor that can do the editing for me. But I'm broke. I am so broke, I can't afford to pay attention. So I can't afford to hire somebody. I don't know what to do. I've got a series of videos planned, 2 of them recorded, the other 3 scripted out, and I'm really excited about this series of videos. I want to get this series done before the Egghead arc finishes in the manga. And it just, I can't edit. I hate this. I really hate this. I don't know what to do with it. If anyone has any suggestions, if anyone is willing to volunteer to edit for me, let me know in the comments. If you're going to volunteer to edit, then leave in the comments some way that I can reach you. But I'm sure nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do for free. Sorry. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. But I just don't know how or when I'll get those videos up. In the meantime, I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Some really good episodes and an amazing chapter today. I didn't even think to check. See full chapter list. New chapter coming in 7 days. All right. So no break next week, according to the official website. Meaning 1 week from today, we'll be doing 11:05. So in the meantime, thanks again for hanging out. And I hope you'll join me for the next one. Catch y'all later. One Piece only. Ore wa naru.